We're live on Facebook and we're coming into Command. So thank you guys for being here. Today we're going to be discussing specifically our contacts and our Smartplans, which does tie into contacts as well. So our focus is your follow-up. What is your lead follow-up? What is your lead generation model? And what are you doing to systematically remember to call people, to send them emails, to send them information, and to keep them informed? So let me make sure it did it right. Share desktop. There you go. Okay. Can you guys see my screen okay? Okay, good. Just want to make sure because for some reason today it is showing you guys while my screen's in the background. So just want to make sure. Perfect. So I'm here inside of Command. If it's your first time in Command, a couple tips and tricks. The best is always use Google Chrome. That is the best browser to use. And if you've never been to Command before, in the upper right-hand corner is a question mark that you can use to get help and assistance along the way. So today, if I click on the question mark and go to KW University and typed in Smartplans, that's what we're learning today. So we're going to teach you the Smartplans of what already exists, and we're going to teach you how to create your own custom smart plan as well. So there are step-by-step help articles here built into Command right with the question mark, which is awesome. So one thing to mention before you start talking about smart plans is just make sure you understand the basics of adding a contact. So make sure you've added a contact, and personally, I would add yourself as a contact so that you can actually test a smart plan out on yourself. So I'm in the system as a test, and you'll see that I do a lot of test examples and text messages and stuff from Command to me personally so that I can experience it and then get the experience of it. But if you click on the KW logo, this is going to pop out a tray of what we call applets. These are all the different applets you can use to run your system in Command. And our biggest one today is about Smartplans, which is all around follow-up. Now, when I click on Smartplans, notice it says the word My Smartplans. So yours might be blank right now. That's okay, don't panic. This might be blank for you. We're gonna teach you how to add your own. Currently, I have 19 smart plans, and most of them were created automatically by the system for me, which we're gonna get to under the library. The goal of a smart plan is a follow-up, a systematic way to keep in touch with my clients, my database, other agents. There's so many unlimited potentials of a smart plan. And a smart plan consists of reminders of things to do, a call to remember to call somebody. So that could be something like our quarterly call plan. You're going to have in here auto emails to send out emails to your database and your clients and different things. And then there's also the ability to automate text messages, which you can do using Twilio, which is a third-party service. And you have the ability to sign up for that. Now, today's class, I don't have time to teach you about Twilio. I will do a new video that updates the Twilio process. But Twilio, and for those who don't know what I'm saying because it's a weird word, Twillio, Twilio.com is a system that you can pay to use for auto texting. And Twilio only costs $1 a month for a number. So I actually just updated my phone number for a Phoenix area code here in Phoenix. And I only paid $1 a month to own the number. So it's my number and not owned by Keller Williams. And then I pay, it's pretty much their pricing's about 0.005 cents of a penny per text message. So if I come to the text message here, this is what I mean, 0.0075 of a penny to send or receive a text message. That's really inexpensive. You give them about 20 bucks up front and then it runs and automates the text message. To me, that's one of the best features of the Smart Plan. While auto email is great and remembering for me to call somebody is awesome, the fact that it texts out my database instantly and I can personalize that message was really what's powerful for me. Now, like I said, your My Smart Plans could be blank right now. Don't worry. You're going to come to library first. So let's look at the library and see that there are 10 smart plans that you are able to add to your library. So these are ones Keller Williams have come up with. And in the future, we're working on the ability for you to actually create a smart plan and share it with others, which is great if you're on a team. So if I make one as a rainmaker of a team, I'll be able to share it with the agents on my team by hitting a share button. I'm testing this out right now in our labs process. So in the future, you'll be able to share it with other agents in your office. So maybe another agent came up with a great smart plan for following up with open houses. I'll be able to get a copy of that and they can share it with me, and then I can have that into my library. So pretty soon you also see like a marketplace, because then agents can even sell their smart plans or subscribe to them with a coaching program or something like that. Now, these ones are written by Keller Williams, and as you see, there are 10 of them here. So one of the first ones you see is to promote your new app. So if you haven't heard, KW has a new mobile app that is out in the public, and this one is a 5-step smart plan that literally says, level up your lead gen by launching the smart plan that puts your app in the hands of current and future clients. So it's promoting your app. It is free, so there's no cost to it. And there are 5 steps. It's a duration of 5 days with 3 touches. That's kind of the layout of how this works. And down below, if I click the view steps, the little triangle, this is what the message is. They're going to get an email on day 1 that says, click here to download my app. Then it's going to wait a day and send a text message. And this is an example of the text message. Now, it also has the ability to do this automatically for you. If you use Twilio, it does this automatic. If you don't have Twilio, that's okay. There's no cost to it. You'll get a reminder. Don't forget to text Jay today. And here's what you would say in your text message. So they'll even have it where you can just copy and paste it if you want to do this for free and personally text somebody to do it. And this is just an example of what it says. Hey, first name, last name. This is Jay with the J team. Did you see a neighbor listed a home in your area? Download my brand new KW app right here. And the link goes to your app. So that's an example of what the text message would look like. Then it waits 3 days and sends another text message. Hey, did you know you can see all the stats about your neighborhood in my new app? Let me know what you think. So that's an example of 5 steps, right? Send an email, wait a day, send a text, wait 3 days, send another text. It spans over 5 days total. And if you like that smart plan, you just click the add to smart plan button. You can rename it if you want, and then hit apply. That's one example of a smart plan. We've also got the main ones I use, which is the biweekly neighborhood nurture. And there's also at the bottom of the list a monthly neighborhood nurture. What these are is they will take the address of a neighbor or of your contact. You'll say what neighborhood matters to them, and then you'll be able to actually set them up on a monthly or biweekly email that gives them information about their market, specifically to their neighborhood. So the biweekly version of this is broken out into one email sent today, wait 14 days, and then repeat. Notice it says repeat unlimited times, meaning forever. They will keep getting this email, which I think is really powerful. This should be one of the main ones you use. We heard from Jason Abrams today on one of our leadership calls, and everybody we talked to, we should be putting on a update about their neighborhood, whether that's twice a week or once a month. Those are the 2 ones we should put them on. And then we should put them on a quarterly call plan so we never forget to call the person every 90 days forever. That's the smart plans you have access to right now. So at a minimum, if you're not ready for the app and you're not ready for anything else, at least add the biweekly neighborhood nurture. Just click add to smart plan and then do the monthly neighborhood nurture. This is a once a month email that sends them an email once, waits 30 days, and then repeats itself forever. Those are the 2 main ones I always use because I want to know where my clients live, and then I want to be able to send them information about their neighborhood. So that's an example of the ones that you would make sure you want to add to your library. And if I came back to my library, you'll see that those are right here at the front. Monthly neighborhood nurture. I have 3 people on those right now. I have my quarterly call plan, which we'll talk about next. That's making sure I call them in 24 hours, wait 90 days, and remind me forever to do that. And then the biweekly one. So these 3 are the main ones I always have when I'm doing a smart plan. Once a month updates or twice a month updates. What do you want to receive to get updates about your neighborhood, Mr. Seller or Mr. Buyer? And then quarterly call plan, I'm going to put them on to make sure I call them every 90 days forever. So I never forget to systematically call somebody. And I have about 12 people on that smart plan. Now in here, we also got a couple other ones. So there's one here called 8x8 for new contact engagement. That's to talk to people you don't know yet. Like it's a new lead, maybe it's from Facebook or from Google. You have a new relationship you want to build. This is basically 1 touch a week for 8 weeks. So it's 8 touches and it keeps itself going. Actually, it repeats more than 50 times, I should say, 50 weeks. So this sends them a text message day one saying, hey, so-and-so, this is Jay. Would you like to grab coffee and maybe let's talk? Now, you can change that message. I'll show you how in a minute. But that would be an example of texting them day one, wait a week, and then make sure you do something like send them an email. Wait a week, call them. Wait a week, text them. Wait a week, add them to a monthly neighborhood plan. Wait another week, call them again. Like it literally lays it out so that you basically in an 8-week period are reaching out to a person every 8 days, or sorry, every 7 days. So that's one. It's a little more intense. I wouldn't add that to everybody I know. This would be more for people I'm just getting to know to follow up with them. I showed you the quarterly call plan. You want to add that one as well. We have 2 here for midterm nurture and long-term nurture. This is a general check-in with people you recently met, and you're going to offer your expertise and motivate your message around their needs. This one is when you put them on to kind of just new people and do a midterm nurture. In order for this to work, by the way, it needs their home address. So if you haven't gotten their home address and you don't know what neighborhood they're in, this plan won't work fully for you because it's going to use the BWNN, Biweekly Neighborhood Nurture. That's the plan it's going to use. So it's going to give them an email twice a month about their neighborhood. It's going to wait every 14 days and tell you to call them. Wait 14 days and do a text message. So this one repeats itself twice. So for 1 month, you're going to send them 2 emails, a phone call, and a text message in a 30-day period. And it does it, 60-day period. It does it twice. So duration's about 30 days. And you're going to give them those, and that's just an example of one. So that one's a good one for people that you might have recently met and you're looking to build a relationship. Then once you've checked in with them, there's what's called a long-term nurture, which is to regularly check in with your contacts over 6 months. This could be your family, your friends, and everything there. This one uses the once-a-month email, the monthly neighborhood nurture. So again, for this plan to work, you need their home address, and you need to tag their neighborhood in contacts. Then it waits 10 days. Then it tells you to do a phone call to check in with them, waits 10 days, gives you a text message to maybe send them something of value, waits 10 days and sends them a text message. Now, this repeats 5 times. However, this means you're calling them once a month. If you don't want to call a person once a month, then I would just stick with the quarterly call plan. But if you want to be that person that checks in with a person once a month over 6 months, now's not a bad time to do that. This would be a smart plan to add. Again, if you're not ready for these 2 smart plans, you do not have to add them today. The other ones I add would be the one for birthday. This is a birthday plan that says, hey, right before the birthday, 4 days before, I'm going to remind you, or actually it's 5 days before the birthday, I'm going to send you a note that says, Jay, don't forget to send a handwritten note to so-and-so for their birthday this week. Then it's going to wait 4 days before the birthday. And then the day before their birthday, I'm going to call them. Then it's going to wait a day, and then it's going to give me a reminder to send them a social media post, and then send them an auto text that says happy birthday. It's 4 touches over a 6-day period. So 6 days before the birthday, you would do this plan. And all you have to do is have their birthday on file, and it will remind you to do this. I did this for myself. I had a birthday at the beginning of April, and I put myself on this plan, and I followed up with myself and said happy birthday from command. Now they have one here for home anniversary as well, or sorry, open house. We'll talk about home anniversary next. Open house, this would be people I met at an open house. Now right now we're doing virtual open houses. So I'm going to show you how to add this plan and then customize it to change the text of it. So let's look at what this plan involves. It is going to do a text message saying, hi, so-and-so, thanks for coming by. What did you think of that open house? Now I might change that to say, hi, so-and-so, thanks for attending our virtual open house. What did you think? ? Same concept, just enhancing it for today's market. So I'll show you how to do that here in a second. It's going to wait a day, and it's going to remind me to email them some information, like send them a nice to meet you. Thanks for coming to our virtual open house. Wait 2 days, and then call them. Call them to see if they're interested in any other homes nearby. Wait 3 days and text them. Wait 4 days and call them. Wait 3 days and text them. Another reminder to email them. Call, text, and then add them to the Long-Term Nurture Smart Plan. So it's kind of like a 21-day follow-up plan with 7 touches, and out of those touches, only a couple of them I had to do anything. So that's another good one if you're doing open houses. And I'll show you how to create your own. So this one isn't specific to COVID-19 right now in the world that you might be doing virtually. So I'll show you how to make your own version. And maybe instead of using this smart plan, you might just create your own smart plan. The last one in this list is the home anniversary. This would be a simple reminder saying, hey, 6 days before your birth or your home anniversary, I'm going to remind you to send them a card or a gift. And then on your home anniversary, I'm going to say happy home anniversary. Hope everything's well. Again, that's a 7-day, 1 week before their home anniversary touch with 2 touches, a card and a phone call. Now you can create your own version of the same thing and do the phone call as well, a text message and an email in addition to the physical call if you want. I personally wish the home anniversary and the birthday one were kind of the same. So I can create that with my own. So you're going to say add to Smartplan, and that's how you add to your library. Now I mentioned some of these I might want to change, like that open house follow-up. Maybe I want to change the script of the text messages. So if I come to the my open house follow-up plan, over to the right, you're going to see some buttons. Here's the edit button. Now there is a share button. You're going to see a button here. It's grayed out right now, but this is where eventually I'm going to create a smart plan and be able to share it with you or another agent or my staff or my team. So just know that that is coming soon. If I want to add a bunch of people to the smart plan, I have the add a contact button. And this is how you can add a bulk of contacts at one time to a smart plan. But we're looking at the edit button. So here is the one for the open house. Click the pencil and I'm going to edit it. Now, when you edit it, there's only 2 things you can edit. What the text message says, and then what is the name of the task itself. You're not adding new fields or rearranging things. I don't think you can add that yet. Let's see. If I add it, I want to see if it shows bottom. Oh, I guess you can do that now. That's good. So you didn't used to be able to. So now you can even take a plan and then you can add steps and remove steps and rearrange it, which is awesome. So I like the fact that you don't have to start from scratch. Now I'm going to go into how to create one of these. So let's just edit this simple one and then I'll show you how to make your own later. So first one is, hey, first name. Thanks for coming by. What did you think of my open house? I'm going to change this and say, hey, thanks for attending our open house on Facebook. What did you think of the house? Maybe I'll just change it like that. And my goal with this text message is to get a response. So that would be my first step to say, hey, thanks for attending my virtual open house. What did you think? So I'm changing it, and when I'm done, I'll hit the save button at the top. Now it says to wait a day and send them it's a task reminding me to send them an email. So I can just say, hey, send a nice email to so-and-so. And if I want to, I can change the message here if I need to. Notice in this, I also have to write these little merge fields. That's if I want to say, hi, first name, last name, how are you? Which they've already done in this step. Waits a delay, makes a phone call, a delay. Now here's another text message. Hi, so-and-so, I have a few open houses coming up that I think you'd be interested in. I'm going to say a few open houses. Actually, that can stay the same because even if it's virtual, they might say they're virtually interested. And then a call. So let's say I just changed that one script. I click save in the right-hand corner. Sorry, I added a step, so I messed the whole thing up. Delete it, remove a step. Perfect. Hit save, and now my open house follow-up plan has been updated to have the first text message just be, thanks for attending my Facebook Live open house. What did you think? Now, if I wanted to add some people, like let's say the quarterly call plan, if I want to add a bunch of people, you have the little add a contact button. If you click this, you'll have the ability to search for contacts, and you can even do that by a tag. So if you've been following any of our training on contacts and tags, this is related to that. So I've got a tag here. Maybe I'm looking for all of my people going to bold. Oh, wrong one. How about bold pivot? Perfect. These are the agents I have in my market center going to bold pivot right now. So I can actually use this as a tag, and then I can apply this smart plan to all 16 people in my plan. So it's a way to bulk add people to a smart plan. Now, this one is a quarterly call plan I can add them to, and that would just mean don't forget to call them every 90 days. So I can click add and add all those people instantly to the call plan. But let's say it was something like one of these monthly Midterm Nurtures, which needs an email. I'll do the same thing again. So I'll come to tags. I'll say bold pivot. The difference is when I click this and try to hit the add to Smartplan button, you're going to get a couple options if it's more than one person. I can start everybody on the same plan right now. I can also start them on a specific date. Or let's say I had 100 people in this tag. That might be too many people to have a reminder for or call on the same day. You can do what we call staggering, which is I'm going to do a call and maybe I reach out to about 5 people a day. Oops. Well, this one's not letting me change. Oh, sorry. I have to click it. There you go. And I can go up to, I think 20 contacts a day. 16. There we go. So 16 contacts a day. I can go through 16. So if I had 100 people on my list, let's say I had 160, it would take them then the 100 days or whatever it is to get through all those contacts. So it'll automatically add them to a smart plan and stagger it over a couple of days. That's just a neat way to go ahead and do that. Now, I've added and created my own smart plans. So let me show you some of the ones I've made that you might want to copy and recreate. So one of the ones I'm calling right now is called a care plan. Now, this one is an email, kind of a follow-up system I did right now during COVID-19. It's 15 days total with 5 touches to reach out to people every couple of days to see how they're doing right now. Now, when I'm showing you this, I already have this available on my website, jaycermak.com. Under the downloads button, towards the bottom of the list, you're going to find, where is it? To do virtual backgrounds. Well, here's the smart plan. Oh, here it is. Smart plans for follow-up and care plan. So this document is what I'm going to show you now, which are all the steps that you can follow to create your own smart plan. So opening this up, I will show you that this is the smart plan I have currently. And I made this one for Facebook. And then the one I'm going to show you is the care call. So if you like what I'm showing you, you can go ahead and copy and make your own version. And like I said, in a couple weeks, I'll be able to share that with you as well. So let's look at the care plan I made. I'm going to come in and see if I can edit the copy of this. Now, I'm starting it this way because if you start from scratch, it is blank. You have to add every step. So I'll show you how you can add your own step and then edit what's over here. So what I did on the right is these are the different things you can do in your smart plan. Create a task, like a reminder. Don't forget to do this. I can make a phone call, which is, Jay, don't forget to call so-and-so. I can send them an automatic email. I can send them a text message manually or automatically. I can do a delay. And then I can also add them to a separate smart plan. And then if I want, I can even hit the restart button. Now, before you create your first smart plan, come right here where it says to see tips and rules, click here. So here are some of the rules around a smart plan. You can't have more than 2 tasks per day. You have to have delays. So I can't say like, don't forget to do these 3 things today. I can do 2 things today, do a delay for a day, and then add another 2 tasks tomorrow. So that's one of the rules. If you do a text message, you can only send 1 message a day. You have to have at least 1 day delay between texting. So if I text you right now, I can't text you this afternoon. So 1 text per day right now. We are changing these rules in the future. These are just current. I need at least 1 day between email messages. So I can do a phone call, text, and email in the same day. And then I have to wait a day to do the same 3 together. You can't have less than 1 day in duration. So you can't do like send an email, wait an hour, and do a text message. However, that is coming soon. Require at least 1 action and delays. And then a smart plan itself can never be more than 90 days. So you're not going to make a 1-year smart plan. You're going to make a smart plan for a couple months and then put them on another smart plan and then another one to reach your whole year. You can't have anything due that's more than 14 days in advance. So I can't have a due date of 80 days from now. Don't forget to do something. You can restart your flow and you can only do 7 touches in 7 days, 12 touches in 30 days, or a maximum of 15 touches, like phone, email, text, in 15 days total with 1 smart plan. That's just some of the rules. So I just want to make sure you're aware they're here. So if you ever have any issues, that's probably what the issue is. It's probably one of these rules right there. Now, on the left-hand side, what I did for this is I first started with a call. So my care plan right now around COVID-19 is just calling and checking in on people. So what I did is I said, make a call. I click this, and step 1 is make a phone call. And I wrote this out, care call with, and then I used the Facebook, the merge fields to do first name, contact last name, and I wanted their phone number right there in my task to-do list. So when I get an alert from Kelly or it's inside a command, here's telling me what I need to do today. So I love that fact. So that's what I did with this task. And then the description says, show we care. Let's call so-and-so and ask how they're doing, how is their family, and is there anything we can help them with right now? As we've been learning in the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group and James Shaw's calls in the morning, simply you have the 3 C's right now: care, compassion, and common sense. If they bring up real estate, great, let's talk about real estate. But right now, care and compassion have to come first. Ask how people are doing, show that you care, and then if it leads to real estate, great. If it doesn't, if anything, you built your relationship. So that was my first step. And I want that due the same day. Don't forget to call so-and-so day 1. Then I added a delay from over here of 3 days, and I'm going to do a text message. So I went ahead and added a text message. Now I have Twilio connected, so if I do this, my clients are going to get a text message from a phone number from me. So I said, hi, first name. This is Jay Cermak with the J Team. I just want to check in and see how you and your family are doing. Question mark. How are you? So I'm basically checking in now 3 days later to see how they're doing. Then I'm going to wait 2 days, and I'm going to send them a simple message. This email was staying up to date on the real estate market. So I want to do 2 touches before I ever put them on a mass email list. Call them, text them, get a response, and then my next option was to send them an email that says, hey, so-and-so, with all the real estate world and uncertainty, you may want to ensure that you stay informed on what's happening in your market specifically. So that's just an example of an email. Again, this is available in the downloads you guys can get from jaycermak.com. So it's all there for you just to copy and paste. And I have a video on how I did this as well on YouTube you can watch. So then I waited a day, and then I did a new task, which would be add them to a neighborhood. So if one of my emails said, reply back with your home address, and I will put you on a monthly or biweekly email. So I'm looking for them to respond. I have a reminder to check in on them on a day to see if I got the address, and if I did, add them to a Smartplan. Then I'm going to wait another 3 days and send them another email. Now this time I'm going to talk about the KW app and how the app could save them money on a mortgage and up to 30% on home insurance the color covered. So I want to show them that my app is different, a new way to experience real estate, and that they could be saving money. And I put the links to that right here inside of the email that goes out to the clients. I put myself on this plan, by the way, and I just got this email yesterday. Wait 2 days, do another phone call just to check in and see how they're doing. Wait another couple of days, and then I did a reminder to tell me, Jay, this has ended. Go ahead and add them to another smart plan. And I added them to a smart plan at the end for quarterly call plan, because the goal here was to talk to them a couple times right now, and then from now on, forever, I want to call them every quarter to see how they're doing. And that's how I used these tools on the right to get the information here. Now, the last thing I'll show you around creating this, because we're about out of time, is the simple text message or email address is just a simple text-only email, meaning I have to put the signature and everything here. There is the option to do HTML, which would be a library of contacts. So this is some library templates that can be made for you. So you can come here, and here is a, this is one I made myself. Sorry. Oh, no, I know what this is. Don't worry about that one yet. Let's talk about like work with me for a seller. This is the preview of an HTML email already written for you. All you have to do is select it, and it will write all this stuff out and add your branding to it. So these ones are made for now. You have to use the one KW made, and in the future, you'll be able to kind of customize your own version and can pick those. So they have one for the buyers and sellers, one for home anniversary, one for birthday wishes, and the email that goes out for your app. So these are pre-made emails that are visual. They have images and links inside it that you can use. For the care call, I figured just a simple text-only message would just seem more authentic for me right now. So that's the one I'm using. So that's just one of my smart plans. I have that saved. And as I shared, I've got one for Facebook as well. And that's really what you can do to leverage your smart plan. So start thinking about what would you want a smart plan to do? Use the ones that are already there. You have 10 choices. And then what would you want your dream smart plan to be? So I want to make sure I do a phone call, email, and text maybe in the same day. Wait a day, maybe do the 3 things again, add them to another smart plan. What do I want to create? And you guys have unlimited potential to create any smart plan that you want. So as I shared, if you go to the question mark, you can find the help articles. And if you go on to my website under downloads, you can come here for smart plans for the carer. And as I shared, this is also on my YouTube channel. So you can also come to YouTube and watch the video there on my YouTube channel as well on the Care Smart Plan video of what I just showed. So this is our 30-minute session. I know there's some questions in here, so I will make sure I get to all those. I will copy them down. And then that is it for this one, guys. And then we will be doing this every Monday, 12:30 Eastern or Mountain Standard Time. Sorry, new time zone. Mountain Standard Time, and then that'll be 3:30 Eastern Time and 2:30 Central Time. So every week we're going to do a 30-minute skill and learn some stuff, and thanks for being here today. All right, guys, have a great one, and I will talk to you all soon.
Thank you.